Hello there, and welcome to Pilates Mat Foundations. So in this lesson, we will break down the fundamental movements you would need to do your Pilates mat exercises. All right, let's get started. We will start lying down. The first foundational fundamental move is called imprinting. So go ahead and lay down on your back. For this one, we'll have our arms out to the side, and we'll take an inhale and exhale. So you're breathing like you naturally would. So you'll have your knees going up toward the ceiling and the feet nice and flat. And from here, go ahead and press your hips down into the mat, open up the chest, and engage your abdominals. So the next one is breathing. So from here, we'll bring our arms in a little bit closer, palms down, and just bring the heels in a tad bit more. So in this one, we'll take our inhale, filling up the lungs, and then exhale, releasing all of the air out of the lungs. And so with this, we wanted a deeper breath. So as you inhale, think about pushing the belly out to the sides and down toward the pelvis. So that's on the inhale, and on the exhale, we release. Our next one is called iso abs, short for isometric abs. And so we're lying on the back, and we just place our hands in a diamond shape right on the pelvis. And then from here, we'll take an inhale, and then as you exhale, pull in the lower abdominals at the fingertips in the middle of the diamond. And these muscles should hollow out the abdomen, and the pelvis should stay still. And so you want to do this for maybe 3 to 5 breaths. Next, we move into our head nod. So you're lifting the chin up and drawing the chin down. And you want to think about lengthening behind the neck as you perform this. The next thing we move on to is our neck curl. So you're laying down and you're lifting the head, neck, and shoulders up, reaching the arms straight forward toward the heels. And as you do this, you want to crease at the sternum, pressing the hips down, lifting the shoulder blades up as high as you can, leaving a bit of space between the chin and the chest. From here, we move on to our clock. Okay, so you can have your hands on your hips. We'll start with the rock first. So you're pressing the pelvis forward and back, tipping forward, tipping back. As you do this, you're moving right through the neutral position of your spine. And then from here, we'll roll the hips around in a circle. As we do this, we want to keep the knees as steady as possible. The next, we have rib cage arms. So you're reaching the arms up toward the ceiling, wrists right in line with the shoulders. And then go ahead and reach the fingertips away from the mat. And then draw the shoulders back down into the mat, opening up the chest. So as you do this, you keep your abdominals engaged. Then we'll draw the arms down by our side and then float them back up toward our ears. And so we'll exhale as we draw them down. Take an inhale as we rest the arms back, all the way back toward the floor. The next one are called knee folds or toe taps. So we're tapping a toe down to the mat. Really important here, we want to keep a 90-degree angle. Knee right in line with the hip, heel in line with the knee. And instead of hinging at the knee joint, we're dropping our toe down, thinking about the movement coming up higher from our hip. Okay, so you'll feel this in the abdominals. Next, we have knee spreads. So we'll have the feet nice and flat, and then you'll drop one knee out to the side and then use your abdominals to bring it back to center. And you'll alternate right and left. And so the key here is keeping both of the hips glued down to the mat and try not to let them come off of the mat as you bring one knee out to the side. And again, don't forget to exhale as you bring the knee in, inhale as you drop it out toward the floor. And then we'll move into knee sways. So similar to the spreads, except both knees will go down, and then again exhale as you bring both knees back to center, and then you'll alternate at your pace. But try to keep the hips down as much as possible. And granted, yes, the hip will come off of the mat, but we want to have the intention of pressing it down into the mat. All right. Next, we have our leg slides. So we're pushing a leg out and drawing the heel back in. And we want to have that heel to glute connection here. So take an exhale, inhale, and then an exhale as you draw it in. Think about scooping deep into your abdominals as you press your heel down toward the mat. And then exhale as you pull the leg back in. We have flight. So it is like a Superman, except the arms are down by our side and we're lifting our chest. So this is a back extension. We're working the back extensor muscles. Okay. And so as you lift up, exhale, and think about pulling your abdominals in, lifting up the belly button up away from the mat. And then we'll come into our goal post arms. So from here, I have my arms on the side, pressing my pinkies into the floor and lifting the head, neck, shoulders, upper body up with an exhale. Okay. From here, we move into just the arms. So you're lifting the arms up, and squeezing the shoulder blades together. And this is really great because it works the muscles of the upper back, just doing this. And you can play with the position of the hands here too. I have my thumbs going up toward the ceiling as opposed to my palms down toward the mat. So you can do either of these, but still keeping the abdominals engaged as we go. And so this one isn't quite in our Pilates repertoire, but we use it often in Pilates. It is borrowed from yoga, and this is our cat-cow. So you're rounding the spine and then opening up the chest. And so this is really great to keep our spine, our back, the muscles in our back mobilized. And there you have it. Those are our foundational movements for Pilates mat.